Newsletter Al-Mawrid US April 2024. Ramadan Transmission of Ghamidi Center. Ghamidi Center has arranged special transmissions during the month of Ramadan. Programs on various religious, ethical, and educational topics are being broadcast on the Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Javed Ahmed Ghamidi and his various students are presenting these programs. Most of the topics in these programs are related to the month of Ramadan and fasting. Apart from Javed Ahmed Ghamidi, Moiz Amjad, Shahzad Salim, Naeem Baloch, Hassan Ali, and Mansoor Alhassan are also participating as speakers. In this series, a program named Alban is being broadcast, in which the recitation of the Holy Quran and Mr. Ghamdi's Quranic translation are being presented. Additionally, prayers mentioned in the Holy Quran are also being presented every Thursday and Friday. Recordings of all these programs are available on the Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Madah Ramadan. Madah Ramadan, the blessings of Ramadan, is an important feature of Ramadan transmission on Dunya News. In this program, Javed Ahmed Ghamidi answers religious questions of the participants. Each episode of this program consists of 3 parts. In the first part, the message of the Holy Quran is presented. In the second part, the explanation and clarification of the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, are given, and in the third part, people's questions are addressed. Muhammad Hassan Ali hosts this program. Recordings of these programs can be viewed on the Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Hassan Ali visits Pakistan. Last month, Hassan Ali visited Pakistan on his private tour. Although it was a private visit, he continued his preaching activities there and met a large number of people. During his tour, he also recorded 5 podcasts with famous Pakistani YouTubers. These podcasts discussed topics such as, how to understand Islam, what is the meaning of fikr Farahi and fikr Ghamidi, what are the services in the chapter of Hadith of Maktaba Farahi? If an action is an act of disbelief, will the perpetrator be called a disbeliever or not? Are blasphemy laws Islamic? He also addressed other questions of similar scientific and intellectual nature with great confidence. The recordings of these podcasts are available on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Question and Answer with Syed Mansoor Alhassan. This is a regular program of the Ghamidi Center. In this program, answers to questions arising in the minds of young people regarding Islam are provided. Various young men, women, and elders ask questions in the program. Syed Mansoor Alhassan provides detailed answers to these questions. Last month, in this program on the occasion of Ramadan, the following topics were discussed. Taraweeh or Tahajjud prayer, citing the moon of Ramadan, fasting, and why is Ramadan specified for fasting? These programs can be viewed on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Challenges of Parents. In March 2024, under the auspices of the Ghamidi Center, a workshop was organized, hosted by Mr. Moiz Amjad, a student of Mr. Ghamidi and the founder of Understanding Islam website. In this workshop, parents were engaged in discussions on present issues. The question was raised whether the challenges faced by parents are becoming a cause of stress and anxiety. The duration of this workshop was 60 minutes. Islam Study Circle. Last month, in the session of Islam Study Circle, Dr. Shahzad Salim discussed topics such as the perpetual demands of faith, gentleness, and spiritual existence. At the end of the session, he answered questions raised by the participants. The session was conducted in the English language. Recordings of these sessions can be viewed on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Analysis of the concept and interpretation of Tabin. Under the auspices of the Ghamidi Center, a video series titled 23 Objections has been ongoing on the topic of what is Hadith for several months. In March 2024, during these sessions, Javed Ahmed Ghamidi responded to the criticisms made on the interpretations of past commentators regarding the concept of Tabin. Detailed answers were provided to objections raised by traditional scholars. Recordings of these sessions can be viewed on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Events surrounding Imam Farahi's death. In the March 2024 episode of Hayat Amin, Mr. Naeem Baloch discussed the deteriorating health of Maulana Amin Ahsan Islahi's teacher, Imam Hamiduddin Farahi, arrangements for his recovery, special prayers for his health, various people's dreams related to his demise, and the impact of his passing away on Maulana Amin Ahsan Islahi. The author states that when Imam Farahi was admitted to the hospital, prayers for his health were offered daily in Madrasa al-Islah after Asr prayer. People recited verses from the Quran on rosary beads. Naeem Baloch informs the readers that Maulana Akhtar Ahsan Islahi saw blood scattered all over his room in a dream. He narrated this dream to several people. The next day after seeing this dream, the sad news of Imam Farahi's passing away reached the madrasa. The Blessed Night. This article, The Blessed Night, by Syed Mansoor Alhassan was published in the March 2024 edition. In this compelling article, Mansoor Alhassan summarized the aspects of the nature, blessings, and virtues of the Blessed Night based on the teachings from the Quran and Hadith. Identifying the greatest blessing of Layla al-Qadr, the author informed it is the night when the Quran was revealed. Major decisions regarding the universe are made on this night. It is clear from the Quran and Hadith that the blessed night falls in the month of Ramadan, but the Quran did not mention its exact time. However, it is understood from certain Hadith reports that it is one of the odd nights of the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Hassan Ilyas addresses a convention in London. After the Pakistan tour, Hassan Ilyas traveled to London. During a brief 2-day stay in London, he participated in an event where he addressed the attendees. While speaking to the participants, he mentioned that salvation in the hereafter is not solely based on being born into a Muslim family. This world is based on the principles of test, and success in the hereafter will be achieved by passing this test. Each person's test is different, and the test for Muslims is whether they have embraced the truth after recognizing it or not. He stated that although being born into a Muslim family is a great blessing, it also adds to one's responsibility and proves to be a bigger test. Concluding his speech, he emphasized that the real purpose of religion is to establish a connection with Allah through worship, purification, and ethical conduct. The recording of this event can be found on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Audiobook of Alban, the translation of the Quran by Javed Ahmed Ghamidi. Under the auspices of the Ghamidi Center, the Tazkir bil Quran project has been initiated to recite and translate the Quran Majid within a year. Last month, verses 56 to 165 of Surah Al-An'am and verses 1 to 206 of Surah Al-Araf were recited and translated. A new episode is released every week on the Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. So far, 22 episodes have been published. Recording of various lectures by Dr. Shahzad Salim. In March 2024, Dr. Shahzad Salim recorded lectures on different topics including fundamental requirements for a happy married life and charity, along with one lecture each on common misconceptions about Islam, 3 lectures, and philosophy and wisdom of fasting, 2 lectures. Under the title Lessons of Life series, 6 lectures were recorded, covering topics such as continuous vigilance, remembrance of Allah, the trial of life, until you pursue your dream, everything is good, and the trial of the rich. These lectures are in English and can be viewed on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Audiobook of a Mutual Relationship Between the Quran and Sunnah. This book, authored by Dr. Amar Khan Nasir, presents a historical study of one of the most important discussions in the principles of Islamic jurisprudence, the nature of the mutual relationship between the Quran Majid and the Hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The audio recording of this book is being serially released on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Last month, the episode covering the detailed explanation of halal and haram animals was published as part of this series. The Secret of Life. The Secret of Life is a weekly program broadcast on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. It delves into topics related to religious education, upbringing, purification, and self-improvement. Starting from last month, the program has been discussing various aspects of human relationships. Under this context, programs titled Our Creator and Us and Our Prophets and Us have already been aired and are available on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Summary of the video series, 23 Objections. The video series, 23 Objections, presents objections and criticisms raised from the perspective of traditional religious thought against the ideas of Javed Ahmed Ghamidi. Dr. Shahzad Salim is summarizing all the topics discussed so far in this series in English. Last month, Dr. Shahzad Salim discussed the topics of takfir and ascension of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the context of the 23 Objections series. Recordings of these programs are available on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Issuance of Fatwa. People often reach out to the Ghamidi Center for guidance regarding the legal applications of Islamic law. They require guidance on matters such as marriage and divorce, inheritance, and various other socio-economic issues. Last month, in response to various similar needs, 6 fatwas were issued under the guidance of Javed Ahmed Ghamidi by Muhammad Hassan Ilyas. How to become a religious scholar. This is a program hosted by Hassan Ilyas. In this program, he answers various questions regarding becoming a scholar of religion asked by a young man, Hamza Khalid, who has come from Australia. Important questions include: who is a religious scholar? What are the stages of acquiring religious knowledge? How does a person know if they are eligible to become a religious scholar or not? The recording of this program is available on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Lessons of Life. Mr. Moiz Amjad, a student of Javed Ahmed Ghamidi, recently visited Dallas, USA. During his stay, he recorded programs for the Ghamidi Center. The host of this program is Zayeb Hamid. Moiz Amjad shared his intellectual and spiritual journey in these programs. He explained how his inclination towards religious sciences developed after acquiring modern education. He also discussed how he got acquainted with Javed Ahmed Ghamidi, collaborated with him in various projects, and services he is currently providing in the field of education and training. Furthermore, Moiz Amjad shared insights on building a better life and personal development. These programs, titled Lessons of Life, are available on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Journey within Journeys. Last month, Naeem Ahmed Baloch, Javed Ahmed Ghamdi's longtime companion and student, also visited the United States. On this occasion, a special program titled Journey Within Journeys was recorded. In this program, Naeem Baloch narrated incidents from his life that highlighted the lack of accountability and freedom of expression due to the absence of transparency in Pakistan. This narrative presented various lessons for the audience. The host of this program is Zayeb Hamid. The program is being regularly published on Ghamidi Center's YouTube channel. Message of the Quran. Dr. Shahzad Salim has initiated a program titled Message of the Quran in the blessed month of Ramadan. In this program, Dr. Salim discusses selected text from the Quran. The daily episodes of this program are being aired on the YouTube channel of Ghamidi Center of Islamic Learning. This program is offered in the English language. Translation of Alban. During the month of Ramadan, a new segment of the translation of the Quran by Javed Ahmed Ghamidi, Alban, is being presented with Shah Nawaz's captivating voice in a new animation daily. The recording of the translation of the Quran can be viewed on the YouTube channel of Ghamidi Center of Islamic Learning. Supplications of the Quran. Under the auspices of Ghamidi Center, every Thursday and Friday, the supplications mentioned in the Quran are being presented in Shah Nawaz's voice. These supplications are accompanied by graphics and animation. Viewers can also see the Urdu translation of these supplications on the screen. Iftar arrangements at the Ghamidi Center. During the blessed month of Ramadan, social iftar gatherings are being arranged every Tuesday at the Ghamidi Center. A large number of people including men, women, and children attend these gatherings. The participants voluntarily contribute in arrangements for this iftar program.